Oh boy. Okay, let's go online real fast. Did you try calling someone? Like your parents? Of course I tried, but it was futile. The phone network was completely overworked, but the net still worked fine. So what'd you find? The net was still working, but the bandwidth was severely lacking. The major newt networks were either down or overloaded. But all the big search engines defaulted to some kind of government site in super simple HTML. That kind of confirmed it really was real. Isn't the net supposed to be some kind of DRPA invention anyway? Wouldn't be surprised if they had some kind of system in place to take it over if need be. It's funny, I never really thought of it that way. Because maybe they do in like emergency situations, I don't know, but yeah. While they hadn't taken it over, you could still go wherever you wanted. Facebook still worked. Apocalypse-proof site servers, nice. It was insane. I tried to get in touch with my brother, he's the only one who's even got an account, but there was no reply. I spammed my aunts and sent an email to my mother, but I don't know, it felt like I needed to find someone right there and then. And nothing. I just pretty much described my online presence. Although, I did take the opportunity to search for the closest fallout shelters to my address. Clever. And I found one, down on 3rd. Although the site said it was decommissioned still, I wondered if it wasn't worth a shot. So what happened next? You know, I did find you online. That must have been useless. I'm all the way over in Blighty. Unless things were different in your dream? No, you were still in the UK. The bombs had already started falling. That's a lot of ellipses. You disappeared. There was nothing more to do. It was only a dream, Al. Sure. So then what? Sleep now. I have a feeling this was going to prove to be more difficult than just taking the Greyhound. Yeah, but I knew I didn't have a lot of time to spare, so I hurried out and... Wait. You didn't leave empty-handed, did you? Oh right, yes. I grabbed the biggest bag I had. An honest-to-God hiking bag. I've never owned a hiking bag in my life, but in the dream I did. So I'm very convinced that this crowbar is significant. Let's take the radio this time. I wonder if that would... Take the radio, man. There we go. Okay. Hold on a second. A crowbar? Did you just say you brought a crowbar? Yeah. That actually is weird. I was packing my stuff when I suddenly remembered that I bought a crowbar at some point years ago. I know. It's weird remembering doing something in the future that I will do in the future because I sure as hell don't own any crowbars. I don't think a lot of people do. It's a pretty specialized tool unless you're a farmer. Well, I did say it was a pretty special dream. Weren't you terrified? It's not like you were going to faint. Fuck, my hands were shaking the whole time. Kind of working on automatic. I even turned off the TV and the lights before leaving. So, if you weren't planning on sticking around for the bombs to fall and you weren't exactly planning to go to a shelter to hide from, what exactly was your plan? Well, I needed to get out of the downtown area fast, which left a few options. The streets. I can imagine they must have been pretty bad. You live centrally, don't you? Yep, and yep, the streets were bad. When I got out the front door, it struck me. Accidents everywhere, gridlocked as far as the eye could see, panic, bedlam, awful. No buses, no metro, and you don't own a car, correct? That's right, but I had a few options. One was to start walking until I got out of the gridlock zone, and then steal a car. People were leaving them with keys in the ignition, just running away. Okay, sounds awful, and reasonable. Another would be to try to find a car as soon as possible, and then use it to make a way out of the gridlock. What, like in the action movies, a truck or a bus or something smashing through. Something like that. Kind of like GTA. There was a third option. This one guy I know, who lives not too far away. I know for a fact he has a motorcycle, and I know for a fact he loves it and takes good care of it. Maybe he'd lend it to me. Lend his favorite thing to someone who is self-awwovedly leaving forever to live as a hermit out in the mountains. I'm sure he'd be thrilled. Maybe a bit of a long shot, but it might be worth the time. A motorcycle is much more maneuverable, even when the streets are gridlocked. Alright then, so what did you decide to do? I decided walking was the best option. The whole downtown area was gridlocked. Cars everywhere, people running down the sidewalks, and the sirens blaring. It was like one of those disaster movies.
What the fuck?
No hope of driving anywhere at any rate. But where was everyone going? It's occurred to me just now that I think I finally know the right combination of what to put for her. So I'm gonna back out of this for a second. But just now, like, it's hard to choose a combination because you're not sure what'll work and what wouldn't. But I think I finally know. Okay, new game. Hold on, I want to see generated Alice. So I guess none of these. Go with a random Alice real fast. I don't like this. So let's see what we got here, guys. So dating, that's gonna stay the same. Social life, don't need none of that. Supplies, we need that. I feel like keeping it like this would be real. Okay. I don't know. Hold on. I want to see. Alice has majored in English, which is not the most immediately useful skill in the post-apocalypse. The career stat is part skill, part representative of her position in academia. I'm very, very cautious about this because I don't know. Okay. Because in order to get the right ending, you need to be able to find the boyfriend. So we're gonna skip this. We are going to skip all this. And now we're gonna call Chess. So I decided to go with Chess. I mean, how couldn't I? He clearly needed help. Oh, I think he called her instead of vice versa. How long have you been dating? Nick? Long enough to know my feelings were real. I mean, they felt real in my dream. Where did the sister live again? In a borough. I can't pronounce this correctly. Borough? Practically in the suburbs. So pretty far. Chess said he usually takes a subway or a bus. Chess actually lived just down the street, and we always had a customary place to meet. We didn't even need to confirm the place anymore, but it didn't seem very likely we would be able to catch a bus or the subway. So how were you planning on getting to the sister in less than 30 minutes? Oh, spoiler, bombs didn't start dropping on us within 30 minutes. It took longer than that. They did start though. That's lucky. Yeah, well, it didn't mean we weren't in a hurry. But you didn't leave empty-handed though, right? Of course not. I brought the biggest bag I had. An honest-to-God hiking bag. I just love that. I don't know why. Alright, so take the same things we had. Oh wait, we don't have the crowbar. I hope it works. Okay, skip all this. The good thing about playing this over and over again, I just get to skip the boring parts. Sister, and then you didn't go empty-handed, right? Oh yes, the crowbar is there. Okay, so take the crowbar, take the flashlight, take the flashlight, take the flashlight. And you didn't take the flashlight. The flashlight is literally right there, and you're not taking it. Okay.